Hi guys, my name is Ryan and welcome back to my channel. And if you haven't seen my face before, welcome to my channel. First of all, I just want to start this video by saying that I bought a light to film so that I would have better lighting, and then I got home and it doesn't work. So I have to go buy another light. So until further notice, I'm using my computer for lighting because the lighting in my dorm is just not it. But anyways, today's video I'm going to be talking about how to have the best experience at a concert. How to get barricade, how to get front row, how to get the best tickets for the best prices, stuff like that. So it's just going to be a bunch of concert tips and tricks from me because I go to a lot of concerts. I've been barricade a few times in my life and I want to help you. I want to help everybody. So let's just get started. So first I want to talk about how to get barricade, how to get front row, because that's going to be the majority of what this video is about. So the easiest way to get barricade, and y'all hate to hear it, but camping. Camping is the easiest way to get barricade, being the first person in line at a venue. Some venues don't allow camping. So if a venue doesn't allow camping, then ask what time you can show up to the venue, and show up about 30 minutes before that time. And if you get there and there's like people there, ask the venue like, hey, you told me that I couldn't be here at this time, so like, what are these people doing here? And like, that doesn't always work. So normally whenever a venue tells me that I can't get there before a certain time, I sleep in my car outside the venue and just like make sure that nobody's about to beat me to the line, because being the first person in line, and not even first 1 through 30 normally are the first, like, that's like the safest bet on getting barricade. There are people that cut in line, but I'm going to talk about that too. So this is for general admission concerts. If it's not a general admission concert, then you don't need to camp. Like, there's no need for all that mess. But, okay, so there are going to be people that cut, and the easiest way to prevent that from happening, and you normally want to clear this with the venue or whoever is in charge of the line, and y'all hate to hear it because a lot of people hate this, but the number system. You want to number your hands, you want to have Sharpies so that you can number people so that you know who is in the right order in line. And I typically have like a very like unique color of Sharpie if I'm the one numbering people, because people can bring Sharpies and like number themselves, but first of all, I know my handwriting, so like I can tell if somebody numbered themselves. And also, so like unique colors, so like you don't want to bring just black, you want to bring stuff like this, so that like if somebody tries to number themselves and they don't have the right color of Sharpie, you know. So you just want to make sure on the number system, you want to make sure that you're being fair. You want to make sure that you're not saving spots for anybody. Nobody's allowed, like, you don't want people to save spots. That's a good way to piss people off. Just whoever comes first gets the number. And just number in the order that people get there, or else things get messy. And nobody likes a mess. Absolutely no one likes a messy line. If the line is messy, it really just ruins the experience. So just number people, be the first person in line. And let's talk about camping a little bit more, because I want to talk about the safest way to camp and also the most comfortable way to camp, because I know some people, my first camping experience was a mess. I had no idea what to do. I literally did my makeup that night and expected it to last till the concert the next day, and did not bring a blanket, did not bring a pillow, did not bring a chair, anything like that. I literally just brought myself fully clothed in what I was going to wear to the concert and fully done makeup, and I looked a train wreck. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about what to do whenever you're camping. So camping is, honestly, it's become one of my favorite things to do for general admission concerts, because it's just a really fun way to make friends and get a good place to sit or stand at the concert. So I'm going to get into a little bit about what all is in store whenever you're camping. So whenever you're camping, I'm sorry about the lighting, like I said, using my computer. Whenever you're camping for a concert, you want to make sure that you are being safe, but also being very comfortable, and you know what is going on. So like I said, the number system, you want to make sure everybody's in order, but also, okay, so you want to be comfortable, you're going to need a pillow and a blanket, but also you need to keep an eye on the weather because you want to make sure that you are dressed and planned accordingly for the weather. I always bring a tent no matter what, because especially in like big cities, whenever you're just laying on the street and like people are watching you while like they're walking by, it's a little bit scary. So I always bring a tent, and in my tent I have all of my stuff, my clothes for the next day, my toothbrush and toothpaste, makeup, all that stuff, all of the necessities that you're gonna need to get ready for the concert the next day, and pillows, blankets, everything to make yourself comfortable. Make yourself as comfortable as you can while you're sleeping outside for whatever artist that you're camping for. And you also want to look into like how big the artist is, because some artists you literally do not need to camp for. Like I camped for the Aces and there was no need for that. I could have showed up at 6 the next morning and been first in line. Like I was literally, there was like 3 other people camping for that. And you also want to like look into, the city has a big influence on whether or not people are camping, because in big cities there's a lot of people that camp. In places like for the Aces, that was in Dallas, but for 5 Seconds of Summer, for their last tour, I just meet you there. I have my poster right here. For the Meet You There tour, I went to the show in Arkansas, and not a lot of people camped. I could have been there the next day and still gotten barricade, but there was probably about 15 people that camped. So like it wasn't like I was alone, and that was also one of the safest places to camp because you're in the middle of nowhere in Arkansas. But like in big cities, whenever you're camping, just be safe, be aware of everything that's going on around you. You don't want to camp if it's not safe. You want to be as safe as you possibly can. If you're not being safe, then don't risk it. And like genuinely, like don't risk it, because story time, if you have seen my pretty much vlog, the second one, in Kansas City, we were all going to camp, and we went to the venue the night before. It was like probably like 9 o'clock, and there was a group of like 15 of us outside camping, and we wanted to get food. So we all left to go get food, and while we were going to get food, there was like cops and stuff like everywhere. First of all, Kansas City is kind of a sketchy place to begin with. I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to camp, but there was like cops everywhere. So this detective walks up to us and she starts talking to us, and she's like, "Oh guys, don't worry, it's just a homicide." And we're like, what? And I wasn't one of the ones out there. I had actually just gone back to my hotel to shower. So like, terrifying. Nobody ended up camping, but yeah. So that's another thing. On the number system, you can allow people to leave the line to go shower or whatever, but like for a certain period, if somebody comes and gets a number and then leaves and doesn't come back till 30 minutes before the show starts, that's not fair. They didn't camp. They didn't do anything. But if somebody's like, they want to go shower or they want to go change clothes and then come right back and they're only gone for like an hour or two, that's fine. Just like make sure people know, like, hey, this person left for a couple hours, they've been here all night, but they're gonna go get ready. So like, be nice, make friends, have a good time. You're camping for an artist. You're gonna get front row if you camp and you're within the first like 30 people in line. Like, do not stress about it. Don't be that person's like, no, you can't leave the line, because then nobody has a good time and nobody likes you, and then you don't have friends, and then it's not fun. But yeah, so okay, so also whenever you camp, you want to be aware of like places to get ready the next day, places that are around you. So like in Dallas, normally there's like a 7-Eleven or a McDonald's that you can go to like brush your teeth or like do your makeup, whatever. I typically just do my makeup in line because I'll show you guys that in a second, but my makeup bag is like very convenient for camping. But just like make sure you know like how far away you need to go. Make sure you know like what it's gonna take for you to stay sanitary, or as sanitary as possible, because you are going to be sleeping on the ground. You can bring a chair to like prevent from sleeping on the ground, or Some people bring air mattresses, but just know that you're not always guaranteed a place to blow up an air mattress, so like bring blankets to lay on, because you really don't want to just lay on the ground. But anyways, yeah, you just want to make sure that you know that like there's a McDonald's nearby that will let you go get ready and brush your teeth, or like stuff like that. Make sure that you know your surroundings. Like I said, it's a good way to stay safe, but it's also a good way to like know how to get ready the next day, know how far you're gonna need to go, know if you need to drive or if it's in walking distance. Like, it's just a good idea. So whenever you're camping, you don't want to bring like all of your stuff. You want to bring the necessities that you know that you're gonna need to get ready, but then try to like limit it as much as you can, because you don't want to over bring stuff and then like you're like, oh my god, I don't know where to put this. Also, make sure that you have somewhere to put your stuff during the show, whether it's in your car or like at a hotel nearby. Some hotels will let you leave your stuff there, but some won't. So like just know what you're gonna be allowed to do. Know where you're gonna put your stuff during the show, because you don't want to lose anything. You don't want anything to like not be with you after the concert, so just be aware. But anyways, so as far as like makeup and stuff goes, my concert bag is very convenient. This is my makeup bag for concerts, and yeah, it's kind of bulky, but like you can literally fit everything that you need in this. It has 2 compartments. That just happened. It has 2 compartments, so like you can, and it has a mirror, so like I can get ready in line. I don't have to worry about going to a McDonald's or something. And also, as far as brushing your teeth goes, get a bottle of water and brush them on the side of the street if you have to. Just make sure that you're brushing your teeth, because that's disgusting. If you're not brushing your teeth, that's disgusting. But yeah, just have like a very convenient makeup bag. I didn't have this the last time I went on tour, but I will have it next time. So the bottom compartment is down here. Just make sure that you can fit everything in one makeup bag, because you don't want to bring like 5,000 bags. Let me pick up what I dropped. So just like make sure that everything is very convenient for camping, because you don't want to be stressed the next day about losing stuff. Like, that's not fun. Okay, so I think that's all I have to talk about as far as camping goes. So let's talk about non-general admission concerts real quick. Let's talk about buying tickets to get front row. Like, you have to actually buy a front row ticket. So this is a little bit more difficult. I have only done this once, and I almost didn't get it. So this is kind of stressful, guys. Like, I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like, having to buy a front row ticket is very stressful. I would much rather buy a pit ticket in camp. And some people don't like general admission, but I enjoy general admission. So like, just be aware that if you have to buy like a specific front row ticket, it's a little bit more stressful. So unfortunately, Ticketmaster sucks, and they now have this Ticketmaster queue thing where you have to wait in line to get tickets. You're not actually like, it's online, but like they put you in a line to get tickets. And the queues can open from as early as like 30 minutes early to like 10 minutes before. Just make sure that you're checking the website to see whenever you can enter the queue, and then whenever you can, as soon as you can, enter it. Because like for Halsey, I was so stressed. I didn't have to buy a front row ticket, I just had to buy a pit ticket, but like even pit tickets sometimes go really fast. So let's just talk about tickets in general. Being on the website early, whenever you get put into the line, and then there's like 5 people in front of you, 200 people in front of you. It goes all the way up to like 1,000 people in front of you, I think, and then it just says like 1,000 plus, I think, something like that. I don't remember. I did it for Harry, and I didn't end up getting tickets because I didn't want that stress. But, so whenever you're waiting in line, do not leave the page. Do not leave the page, and only have one tab open, because if you have more than one tab open, it's gonna kick you out of the line. So normally what I do is I have a tab open on my phone and a tab open on my computer, because they can't tell that way. But as far as like on one device, only have one tab open, because you don't want to get all the way to the front of the line and then get kicked out of the queue. Like, it sucks. So whenever you get into the actual ticket buying process, like, there's nobody in front of you anymore, so you're just thrown into be fast. But if it's a general admission concert and it says that there's no pit tickets available anymore, refresh the page. Because I guarantee you more pit tickets are going to become available. Like, don't, and this is just me, I have a very hard time settling for anything besides a pit ticket whenever there is a pit, like, whenever a pit is an option. I couldn't think. But just, like, refresh the page, and, like, don't lose hope. I can't stress this enough. My Halsey tickets for the Dallas show, it kept telling me, like, no pit tickets available, no pit tickets available, pit tickets are sold out. I sat there, refreshed the page for 30 minutes, and then one pit ticket became available, and that was all I needed. And granted, it was a little bit more expensive than what I wanted to pay, but I got my pit ticket. So happy, so excited. I'm seeing Halsey in the pit because I was patient and I waited. But as far as front row goes, I can't tell you to keep refreshing the page because I don't know that, like, they can't release extra front row tickets. So as far as that goes, I would refresh it like for a couple minutes, but then I would just get like a third or fourth row ticket because you don't want to miss out on being in the first 5 rows because you kept waiting for a front row ticket and then it never happened. And then also, if you get like a first 5 row ticket and then say a front row ticket becomes available, sell your 5th row ticket and get that front row ticket. Like, just like keep an eye on the website because you never know what's going to become available. But I don't want to tell you to like sit there and refresh and wait for front row and front row only and then front row not be available because that would crush me. And I would rather be in the first 5 rows and not get a front row ticket than be in like the back of the floor because I hate being in the back of the floor. I cannot see anything. Like, I'm tall and I can't see anything whenever I'm on the back of the floor. So just be aware, like try your best to get that front row, get in line as early as you can for that front row ticket. But then after you refresh for probably about 2 to 3 minutes, I would go ahead and get your first 5 row ticket because you do not want to get pushed to the back of the floor. Like, that's not fun for anyone, especially if you're tiny. If you're tiny, you definitely want to try to get as close to the front as possible. But I'm tall, and even I hate being in the back of the floor. I'm like 5'8", depending on the day. So yeah. So the last thing that I want to talk about is making friends, and this is the most important way to make your concert enjoyable, and I cannot stress this enough, especially if you're going by yourself. Like, I'm going by myself to Halsey, and I'm gonna have to make friends. So the easiest ways to make friends, if it's a general admission concert, camping, because then you get to know everybody that you're going to be on the barricade with, and you get to know who you want to stand by and what side of the barricade you want to be on. If it's like a band, like 5 Sauce, like I want to be on Callum's side, whatever. Just like, you know, just make friends, be social. And I understand because I'm shy. Believe it or not, I am a shy girl, but I would much rather make friends in line than be at a concert by myself because that is not fun. Being on a barricade by yourself, I mean, it's still fun. It's still like an experience because you're on barricade, whatnot, but it's just so much more fun whenever you know the people around you and you can all goof off together. So if it's not a general admission concert, and even if it is, like, this is still a good way to make friends, Twitter. Literally just look up, like, if you're going to the Halsey Dallas show, get on Twitter and type in Halsey Dallas and see who all's going, and then just like a few tweets, slide into some DMs. Hey, you're going to Halsey in Dallas? Do you have pit? Do you want to camp together? Something like that. Do you want to stand in line together? Something like that. And then you have friends. And it just makes your concert experience so much more enjoyable. And those friends can literally be your lifelong friends, guys. I cannot stress this enough. The amount of friends that I have made at concerts through, like, the people that I love. Like, Maria, Karina, Hannah, Hannon, everybody that was in my Pretty Much vlogs, like, I still talk to those people. And then, like, the next time that Pretty Much go on tour, like, we all go back together because we all made friends. Like, just make friends, have fun. It's a great way to have a good time, and I cannot stress this enough. Just be open to making friends, and you're gonna have so much fun. So I think that is all the tips that I have for getting front row and making your concert experience enjoyable. If you guys liked this video, if this video was helpful for you, if you have any questions at all, leave them down below. I have my Twitter linked, my Instagram linked, and even my Snapchat linked, so you guys can ask me anything. I think the next video that I'm going to film is going to be a Q&A. So if you have any questions, leave them down below. I'll answer them in my Q&A. And I think that's all that I have for you guys. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. I am 5 subscribers away from 100. I cannot thank you guys enough. So with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video.